Hello my friends and welcome back. It is Monday, April 1st, and in this video I'm going to give you Kickstarter tip number 4. And that's not an April Fool's Day joke. This really is a Kickstarter tip for you. But before we get into that, I want to remind you, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube, follow me on TikTok, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Threads, and all the other social networks that I belong to. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now on with the video. Now as I said in the title card of this video, I'm going to give you the sad truth about followers for your Kickstarter. And generally, it's this. Just because you have a lot of followers doesn't mean your Kickstarter is going to be super successful. And what I mean by that is, when somebody follows your Kickstarter, they get notified via email. Just because they're following your Kickstarter does not mean they're going to buy anything. Now granted, I've heard that on average, about 10 to 20% of your followers will probably back your Kickstarter. So the higher the number of the followers, the more likely people are going to back it. But again, they just get notified that your Kickstarter has started. It doesn't guarantee they're going to buy anything. I follow a lot of campaigns on Kickstarter. Some are successful, some are not. Most of the time I back a campaign on Kickstarter because I like the story and the artwork. And on occasion, I back a Kickstarter just because I want to support that particular artist or creator. Even though the story or the artwork might not be my style, I still want to support them. But again, I follow a lot of Kickstarters. It doesn't mean I'm going to buy or back that Kickstarter. It just means I'm going to be notified that their Kickstarter has started. Because sometimes I don't back the Kickstarter right away. Sometimes I'll back the Kickstarter when it notifies me, hey, there's only 2 days left. And other times I'll back it right away because they'll have an early bird special, just like I'm doing with my Kickstarter, which starts on April 15th. And speaking of my Kickstarter, let me tell you how many followers I have. I have about 105 followers as of recording this video. Now, if you remember, the last video I posted last week, I had 100 followers, which is fantastic. Which means since I have 105, it didn't grow as much in just a week. On the other hand, I am still very happy I have 100 followers. That was my biggest goal, to get to 100 followers. Now I want to see how far over I can get 100 followers. Could I get to 125 or 150 before this launches in less than 2 weeks? It's possible, but I also know the reality is just because somebody follows me doesn't mean they're going to back the Kickstarter. And I also realize that once I launch my Kickstarter on April 15th and it's live, people will likely share it and then it'll catch on word of mouth. Right now, I'm just in a pre-launch phase, so they can't really see much about it except for the tagline that I put there. So as I wrap this video up, like I said, just because you have a lot of followers doesn't necessarily mean they're going to back your Kickstarter. It just means they'll be notified when it launches. It's up to them if they actually want to back your Kickstarter. Alright, speaking of Kickstarter, like I said, my Kickstarter for Olivia the Mighty Kraken novels launches in 2 weeks. I currently have 105 followers. I'm hoping to hit like 125 or 150 before I launch this thing in 2 weeks. Can you help me get there? To follow my Kickstarter, all you have to do is go to Kickstarter.com. Look for the search bar. Put in the words Olivia the Mighty Kraken, and there you go, it's right there. Give it a follow and be ready when it launches on April 15th. And like I've said before, April 15th is my birthday. So that'll be one heck of a birthday present if this thing was fully funded in 1 day on my birthday. Anyway, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed that Kickstarter tip. Remember to follow my Kickstarter for Olivia the Mighty Kraken. And as always, thank you for your support.